Our excellent adventure begins. Tell me a story.
My name's Michael. My name's Anthony. Come at me, you old bitch.
Part of the song.
And if that doesn't set the tone, I don't know what else.
What?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to M&A's Excellent Adventures. My name is Michael.
And my name is Anthony.
Anthony's so nervous. And we have a whole lot of folks with us today. As all of our longtime listeners know very well, our biggest episode in terms of guest count we've ever had was a while ago. We had the three guys from Some Nobodies on the show. And those were three. So that made a total of 5. And today it's season 2. And we thought 5 is nothing. Let's double the bish and let's get 10 voices on
Double it, give it to them.
the story. So we're doing things a little bit differently. Usually, as many of you know, Anthony, actually, why don't you give a rundown of what we usually do on the show?
Well, usually we tell improv stories where we switch between hosts to create an improv scenario. So, for example, last week I had a fun little premise for Michael. This week, Michael is doing something a little bit different, but our friends here are going to be helping us tell a story just in a different way. Michael, hit it.
Yeah, so we did, got a little familiar with a little software called ChatGPT, and we had the AI write a screenplay featuring all the people we have today. And let's go through and introduce our guests as well. Starting off on my screen, I'll just go in order here. We have the best mailman in the game, Damien Kirk.
Hey, do I have mail?
We've got... There it is. Look at that. We've got the fanciest octopus in the world, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
FancyOctopus.
pretty close. Yeah.
Hell yeah. We've got the man who really holds down our international status all the way from the big Isles of Ireland. We got Conor Finnegan on the show. Finally.
They call me Big Irish.
They sure do. We also have a couple returning guests. The first returning guest is somebody who you've all seen very, very recently. The very funny Mo Pete has come to town. And actually, as of recording, I just recorded on the Mo Pete report last night. So we've been kind of hanging out a little bit, chit-chatting.
My publicist strong army into coming on here.
Yeah, it was kind of a I scratch your back.
Kind of a nepotism
have
deal.
To be, yeah, it's kind of
Right.
Community service, sir.
I scratch your back. You don't tell me about the body you have hidden in the trunk kind of deal.
Exactly. Coming right after Mo Pete here, we've got this is his 3rd time, our most most frequented guest on M&A's Excellent Adventures, the most inquisitive man in the game, Bob Buel of 99 Questions, is here once again, gracing us with his charm and charisma.
They also call me Big Irish, but for completely separate reasons.
And he won't elaborate.
That's
Not a word.
right. That is right. We've also got the ever elusive, and I believe you, in all of your Zoom calls, didn't you used to have like an apple as a head?
It was various Snapchat filters, yeah.
And that is Curbature himself.
And I say in the flesh. Almost
in the flesh. And speaking of flesh, we've got Austin coming in the car in the flesh.
Speaking of flesh,
I just thought,
right? Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Speaking of
Yeah,
flesh.
kind of in like a pseudo like arousal kind of way.
Right. That suits me very, very fine.
I think, yeah, we've determined that the theme of the episode will be arousal and gaslighting.
Yeah.
And
Big
then
combination.
come and then I'm both proud and a little ashamed to say, because this is our 107th episode, our first
No.
official female guest
No.
on the show.
Yeah.
We've got Jenna on the pod.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jenna.
Let's go.
Breaking the glass ceiling.
There's no
Absolutely.
way.
You are. You're
They said it
totally-
couldn't be
Passion
done.
fake cheer.
We're
They-
showing them this time.
That's right. We're
I
cool
think-
enough to have a lady on the pod.
And Mayonnaise
So-
has gone woke.
Uh-oh.
I just don't think any other woman wanted to be on our show.
So-
Jenna, thank you for your
Excellent
grace and
adventure.
joining us
Jenna.
today.
You this is really a monumental, record-breaking in a lot of ways episode of M&A's Excellent.
My
Adventures.
fiance doesn't even want to be on this show, so thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's really, we needed this so much, Jenna. So yeah, that is our cast of characters. So it's the Big Ten, if you will, and sort of the core four in a way at the same time. So, like I said before, we have an AI generated script here. None of us have read it. None of us have gone into it. Even though I prompted ChatGPT to write it, I made sure to avoid, despite an enormous amount of temptation, to avoid reading it and seeing what the story's about. I just gave it a prompt and said who's in it, and ChatGPT did all the work. So we're gonna start to get things going, but mostly because I can hear through the waves of whatever it is that you happen to be listening / watching our show on, that you are gripping your seat, you're slipping your feet into something a little warmer than you anticipated, because you're boiling and you're coiling, because you are so ready, willing, able, tense, screaming. Tell me a story.
Tell me a story.
The story.
I was debating on joining in or not.
Okay.
That
I
could
should have
have
just
gone
been
on
quiet
for
at that point.
15 more minutes. There was no
So wait,
telling
the
when.
shoes are hot?
No.
That was like the tunnel scene from
I
Willy
don't know,
Wonka.
man. Last night I thought of a good rhyme and I was like, oh, I should remember that. And then I absolutely didn't. So
You know you
It
can
wasn't
write
like,
stuff
oh.
down.
what's that?
I said, you know you can write stuff down.
In the spirit
Nah,
of
pen and-
improv, I
Pretty
just
old
wanna,
technology.
it's
Pen and paper is
authenticity.
kind of demonic nowadays. You can also write down
True.
naughty things on it. So you got to be careful with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, what if I
Yeah.
started writing down rhymes and ended up drawing like a naked person? That's not what I want.
That would be like illegal.
There's
That's
no in
illegal and
between. Either
sin-
rhymes or naked people.
That's why we
Yeah.
get ChatGPT to do all right.
That's exactly right. ChatGPT did all the writing because they won't write naked people. It's sinful. Throw a little throwback to our last episode last week. It's sinful. All right, so, but I think we're gonna jump on into it here. So let's assign some characters. Anthony, you're gonna be playing Anthony.
No fucking way.
Yeah, Damien, you are gonna be playing Damien.
The role of a lifetime.
Yeah, FancyOctopus, you'll be playing Fancy. Connor, Big Irish, you're gonna be playing Connor.
Shit ass.
Mo Pete, I'm sorry, we didn't have any more room. We had to slap you onto the role of Mo Pete. It
Wow, pigeonhole, that's the
whatever.
black guy.
We're canceled. We
I
went
think maybe we
woke
should get
and
last second switch Connor and Mo Pete.
we should have. We overcorrected our wokeness, and we're in a.
Might as
totally
well have gotten
different-
Marlon Wayans while you're at it.
Bob, I figured there was no other role to play but Bob. It's gotta
an
be
honor.
Bob. So
It's an honor.
No way.
Curbature, you're gonna be reading for the role of Curbature. Austin, I felt like it, when I was kind of thinking about it, I'm like, there's really no other part to play for Austin but Austin. And Jenna, I'm sorry, there's only one female role here, and we had to throw it to you, so you get the part of Jenna.
See, I really felt that I was
You
gonna
beat
get
out
the
Aubrey
Jenna.
Plaza.
Yeah, you
Finally.
did beat out Aubrey Plaza, so that was kind of
I do
perfect.
love that the
considered.
script was designed so it can't possibly pass the Bechdel test because there's one woman.
Yeah, well, like I said, we went
gotta
woke and then
slowly woke it up.
overcorrected. Yeah.
He went broke, woke,
went
and then he went broke.
Yeah, when we went broke, we said, no, we want the cash, so let's go in the opposite direction. And get
Too broke to
paid.
actually hire Aubrey Plaza.
Correct. Yes. I think it is time that we tell
Tell
me
me
a
a
story.
There we go.
Oh, yeah, that's
I
gonna
love it.
suck to hear when I edit this.
Tell me a story.
Let's all say it together, Michael.
Let's all say it together. All
two,
right, 1, 2,
three.
3. Tell
Tell
me
me
a
a
story. The Zoom lag is just fantastic. It'll sound better on Anthony's
wait.
end, I hope. All right,
You're
so-
editing this.
I know. So I didn't name it either. The story today
I
is
love the
named
title.
Who Haunted Manor?
Good question.
It's a Doctor. It's a
Wow.
Doctor
Interesting.
Seuss
No,
adaptation.
Right off the bat. Right
Who
off
did
the
it?
bat.
Now,
Brilliant.
hold on.
Such a good.
This is
so
pretty
good.
And this is why AI is taking over humanity. They can't understand basic syntax.
Yeah. So Who Haunted Manor? And
We'll see. Can't wait to
And
find out.
this is all on the up and up with the
Can't take
WGA,
it.
right?
Absolutely, it is.
Yeah. So like the WGA. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I cleared it with them. So
this
let's.
is
Oh, go ahead, Austin.
these are the Who's from Whoville, right?
Correct.
Mm.
Yeah. So
Oh.
The ghosts of dead Who's. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
yeah.
Sort of a who's on Manor
The
situation.
Who's that were slaughtered by the ghost before he was reformed.
There are too many comedians in this.
Sorry, we have to start. We have
Too
to
many
start.
chefs in the kitchen.
We have
They're
to
all
start.
good.
I'm sorry, guys. We have to start.
Let's say it
We're
one more
all
time.
gonna hit the ground
1,
running.
2, 3.
3. Tell me a story.
Ah.
Okay.
10 Costellos and not a single Abbott.
Let's
Why
set
would
the
this
scene.
work?
Let's set the scene. We have interior, haunted manor, foyer, night. The eerie glow of candlelight flickers across the grand foyer of the haunted manor. Michael, Anthony, Bob, Austin, Conor, Curbature, Fancy, Jenna, Mo, Pete, and Damien, a group of friends, stand
That's
huddled
brilliant.
together, their breath visible in the chilly air. Guys, are we sure about this? This place gives me the creeps.
Come on, Michael. We agreed to spend the night here to prove there's nothing to be afraid of.
Yeah. Besides, where's your sense of adventure? Let's dive into the deep end of fear, folks.
Hey, classic Bob.
Classic catchphrase I have.
Got my camera ready to capture any paranormal activity. Let's do this.
Suddenly, the sound of footsteps echoes through the empty hallway.
Did you guys hear that?
Probably just the ghosts of the manor coming to welcome us.
Don't be ridiculous, Curbature.
As they explore the foyer, they come across an old portrait hanging crookedly on the wall.
Who's this?
That's Old Man Jenkins. Legend has it he still haunts this place after a mysterious disappearance a few decades ago.
I don't believe in ghosts. There has to be a logical explanation for everything.
Suddenly, the lights flicker and then go out completely, plunging the foyer into darkness. Okay, now I'm officially scared.
Everyone, just stay together. We'll find the fuse box. We'll get the lights on.
Don't love this phrasing. I'll say that right now.
They grope their way through the darkness,
Cancel
Stumbling.
instantly.
stumbling over furniture and bumping into each other.
Whoa, watch out, folks. ghosts might be lurking in the shadows.
Why is that joke?
Cut it out, Bob! Just as they reach the fuse box, a blood-curdling scream echoes through the manor.
What was that?
We need to stick together. Something's not right in this manor.
They fumble with the fuse box, managing to restore power to the foyer. As the lights flicker back on, they gasp in horror at what they see. Oh my God.
Is that blood?
Lying on the floor is a pool of blood, leading to a set of stairs that disappear into the darkness.
We need to get out of here now.
Before they can react, the doors slam shut, trapping them inside the haunted manor.
What's happening?
Looks like we're in for a long night, folks.
We need to find out what's going on in this manor and who's behind it. Let's split up and search for clues. As they reluctantly agree to investigate, the chilling realization sinks in. They're not alone in the haunted manor. The group splits up, each taking a different direction to search for clues. In one room, Michael and Anthony cautiously explore, their flashlights illuminating the dusty furniture. Keep an eye out for anything suspicious.
Got it.
They rummage through old papers and trinkets, but find nothing conclusive. Meanwhile, in another room, Austin and Conor investigate strange noises coming from a closet.
I hope there's not a ghost waiting to jump out at us.
Well, if there is, I'd catch it on camera. Fuck.
They breathe a sigh of relief as they find nothing but cobwebs and moth-eaten clothes. Elsewhere, Bob and Curbature explore a dimly lit hallway, their nerves on edge.
I don't like the feeling of this place. Fuck.
Relax, Curvature. We're just a couple of fearless adventurers on a spooky mission.
Suddenly, they hear a faint whisper echoing through the corridor.
No, did you hear that? Maybe it's a clue.
They follow the sound of the whisper, only to find themselves in a dead end. Meanwhile, Fancy, Jenna, Mo Pete, and Damien cautiously explore the mansion's library, shelves filled with dusty books lining the walls.
There must be something here that can explain what's going on.
Look at this. It's a journal from the previous owner.
They flip through the journal, discovering cryptic entries hinting at a dark secret hidden within the manor.
Oh.
This could be the breakthrough we're looking for.
If there's a secret to uncover, we need to piece together the clues and figure out what happened here.
As they
That's what
delve
we're
deeper.
Yeah, thanks for the recap.
Yeah.
As they delve deeper into the journal, they're startled by a sudden noise from the shadows.
What was that?
They turn to see a shadowy figure lurking in the darkness, its eyes glowing with malice.
We are not leaving until we get to the bottom of this.
With determination in their hearts, the group presses on, determined to uncover the truth behind the haunting of the manor. The group, now reunited, cautiously continues their investigation. We're doing a lot of things cautiously. Armed with newfound determination and the journal they discovered in the library, they navigate through the labyrinth corridors, their flashlights cutting through the darkness like beacons of hope. We need to stay focused and stick together. There's something sinister lurking in this manor, and we need to uncover the truth.
Yeah, let's keep searching for clues.
Suddenly, they hear a faint but distinct sound echoing from the upper floors, a haunting melody that sends shivers down their spines.
What in the big Irish world is that?
Sounds like it's coming from the big Irish attic.
Determined to confront whatever lies in the attic, the group makes their way up the creaky staircase, each step echoing ominously in the silence of the manor. As they reach the top of the stairs, they find themselves standing before a heavy wooden door, the source of the eerie melody.
whatever's fucking behind this door, we fucking need to face it together.
Okay,
Fuck.
no need for swearing.
Hey, yeah, I
What?
mean,
Sorry.
we're just
That
at
was
the door,
really
man.
aggressive.
Like,
just
We
being
take it down a
aggressive.
notch.
Really
Okay, I'm
Like-
trying to be brave.
I actually want to
was
say I needed a little
AI.
more from you, Austin.
Oh, I heard. Got you.
With trembling hands, they push open the door and step into the attic, their flashlights illuminating the dusty space.
Look!
Their eyes widen in shock as they see a ghostly figure playing a piano in the center of the attic, a transparent apparition swaying to the haunting melody.
It's Old Man Jenkins.
But how is this even fucking possible? He disappeared decades ago.
Maybe this dusty ash journal holds the key to its disappearance and the haunting of this very manor.
Determined to unravel the mystery once and for all, they scour the attic for clues, uncovering hidden passages and secret compartments.
Isn't the guy right there?
We're just ignoring the ghost.
We don't need to search. He's right there.
Hey,
Hold on
guys,
a second, old man Jenkins.
Guys,
We
we
got
all-
stuff to search.
No, there's a
really
literal.
We need to Stealth, man,
find
don't
out
worry
who
about it.
Haunted Manor.
I know there's
Old
a
Man
fully
Jenkins
visible
is-
ghost right there, but look at this. It's filled with old photographs and newspaper clippings, which are much more
Lord.
important right now than the ghost that we're all looking at right now.
Just sit tight, old man Jenkins. We'll deal with you, I guess,
Hang
when we're
tight,
finished
man.
sifting through these.
Get that melody again.
They sift through the contents of the trunk, piecing together the tragic story of Old Man Jenkins and the dark secrets that have haunted the manor for generations.
We could have just asked him.
Well, it seems Old Man Jenkins was wrongly accused of a crime he didn't commit. That's what happens when you get involved with those hot youths. A crime that led to his disappearance and the curse that has plagued this manor ever since.
Oh man, Jenkins definitely did that. He's calling them hot youths.
It says in his journal over and over, hot youths, and they're numbered.
That's the whole
Cross
journal.
that out and say 20-somethings. How about that?
We can't let his spirit remain trapped here. He's such a good guy. We need to find a way to put his soul to rest.
Armed with newfound knowledge and determination, the group gathers in the attic, determined to unravel the mystery of Old Man Jenkins and put an end to the haunting once and for all. They pore over the photographs and newspaper clippings, piecing
that's
together the events that led to Jenkins'
did this.
disappearance. That's disgusting the way ChatGPT spelled that.
We actively walked away from a
He's
Scary.
baggage
to solve a crime.
No,
I
it's on the
guess.
same page. It says we pieced together the tragic story.
Guys. According to this article, Jenkins was accused of stealing a priceless family heirloom, a cursed amulet that's said to bring misfortune to whoever possesses it.
Whomever. but fine.
And it looks like he vanished before he could clear his name and before we could ask him any questions.
If we could find the amulet that he definitely didn't stole in his house and return it to the rightful place, then we can prove he never stole it in the first place and let his spirits free.
But where would we even begin to look for it? Or for him?
Suddenly, Mo Pete's eyes light up as he remembers something from the journal they found earlier.
Wait a minute. I just now remembered. The journal mentioned a hidden chamber beneath the manor, that's called the basement, where Jenkins hid the amulet before he disappeared.
Sorry, hold on
But
a
he did
second. You
steal.
just remembered that a whole section about a hidden chamber beneath the manor.
Again,
That's
it's
like-
called the
that
basement.
should
I'm
be
And
pretty
we've
sure I
been
looked at a
searching
floor
the
plan.
house.
But that should
I'm
be like
pretty sure I just
forefront
looked
of
at a
it.
floor plan. But
Well,
yeah.
We're doing a
Yeah,
top-down search.
Did the
We're starting
journal
at
have
the
a
attic.
blueprint? Then that's where we'll find it.
Armed with this newfound information again, the group sets out to uncover the hidden chamber beneath the manor. They search every nook and cranny, following cryptic clues left behind by Jenkins himself. After what feels like hours of searching, they finally stumble upon a hidden door concealed behind a bookshelf in the library, the entrance to the secret chamber.
Well, I would never have guessed that there's a whole other part of the manor hidden beneath our feet.
I mean, Mo Pete said, like, it was in the journal.
Yeah, it was
It's the
apparently
basement.
very.
I never would have guessed this.
Yeah,
With bated breath,
that's what
they push open the door and descend into the darkness below. As they explore the hidden chamber, they come across a dusty old chest tucked away in a corner.
Could this be it? Yes.
They eagerly open the chest, revealing the cursed amulet resting on a velvet cushion inside. This is it. The fucking key to lifting the curse. Before they can react, a chilling wind sweeps through the chamber, extinguishing their flashlights and plunging them into the darkness.
How?
Wind shouldn't do that.
Yeah,
What's
so
happening?
we were using
Wait.
the
Put out a
flaming torches.
flashlight.
What the
Guys,
fuck?
the basement has windows. Don't worry.
But it
This is-
extinguished our flashlights?
This is
Yeah.
also hidden.
Fucking
Why would there
magic
be
darkness is
windows?
this.
That's not something wind does.
This is just the foyer again.
Wait, what's happening?
I think we've awakened something freaking sinister.
Thanks for keeping
Keeping
it
it
light.
clean.
Curbature. As they struggle to regain their composure, they hear a disembodied voice echoing through the chamber, a ghostly whisper filled with malice. You dare to meddle in my affairs beyond your understanding. Leave this place or face the consequences.
I'm sorry. Could we
We
actually
just
get
saw
Old Man
you.
Jenkins? Could we get him with like a little British accent? I think that
You
might.
dare to meddle in my affairs
Less-
beyond
more
your
scary, more
understanding.
I think someone else should play Old Man
Leave this
Jenkins.
place or face the consequences, love.
And then
Undeterred, the group stands their ground, determined to break the curse and put an end to the haunting once and for all. We won't be intimidated by you, Jenkins. We're here to set things right.
Aren't
The
we helping him?
newfound resolve, they reach for the cursed amulet, ready to confront whatever lies ahead in their quest to lift the curse of the haunted manor.
guys, I don't think we're gonna be able to do it. I don't know.
The group, undeterred by the ominous warning of Old Man Jenkins, stands united in their determination to break the curse and put an end to the haunting once and for all. With trembling hands, they reach for the cursed amulet resting inside the dusty chest. We have to do this. Much like in 2020, we can't let fear control us.
Yeah, Bob, hit him with your signature catchphrase.
This
Let's dive into the deep end of fear, folks.
Yeah, whole
He's
crowd
always saying
stands
that,
up,
guys. That's my
clapping,
favorite Bob.
cheering at the screen.
as they grasp the amulet, a blinding light fills the chamber, illuminating the ancient runes inscribed upon its surface. The air
Whoa.
crackles with energy as the curse begins to unravel.
It's working! The curse is breaking!
Suddenly, the ground trembles beneath their feet as the ghostly apparition of Old Man Jenkins materializes before them, his spectral form twisting and contorting with rage. You fools! You dare to defy me, love!
Yeah, actually, I'm sorry. I don't want to throw in like direction here. I thought English was the way to go.
Okay.
Maybe.
Right.
I'm thinking Southern.
It's just because both me and Bob
I'm
are
really
Irish,
feeling
so
Yeah, let's-
it really just
Maybe
brings
we
up
could
the
try.
old wounds.
Yeah, like a southern, like Alabama, Kansas.
Yeah,
kinda,
like a-
Okay,
like
let me
deep
kinda get
Antebellum.
on
south.
that, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
South-
yeah.
Kansas is south to you, Bob?
I stand by what I said.
Alabama or
You're really
Kansas.
showing your Bostonian right
Damn.
now.
Okay, let's yeah. Put on the spot. This is a little Old Man Jenkins is a little nervous now, I guess, to kind of, you fools, you dare to defy me.
Perfect. No notes.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love
Like
that.
in 2020, we're not afraid of you, Jenkins.
Yeah.
We know the truth, and we won't let your curse or fake news control this manor or the popular vote any longer.
Austin would like to physically distance himself from Moki and Michael.
With a deafening roar, Jenkins unleashes a powerful burst of energy, sending the group staggering backwards. But they stand their ground, their resolve unshaken.
Just like in 2020, we have to break the cycle of fear and hatred that's consumed this place for too long.
We're all wearing MAGA hats.
Makes it even better that I'm the only girl here.
Yeah, now we know why you're the first female
Now
guest.
we know why I'm the only.
We won't let your bitterness trap you here any longer, Jenkins. It's time to let go and find peace, my friend.
Such a change of attitude.
Doesn't want to go. I'm confused.
His bitterness is what's trapping him here? Wait, that's
No, it's because he didn't steal the amulet that we found in his basement.
Oh.
He's mad because he could have
didn't.
committed the
He
crime,
didn't
but he
steal
didn't.
Yeah,
He did
That's
give
his
it the
white
crime.
whale.
Why was he
Why did he have it
piano?
in his basement then?
I'm so lost.
Someone
He was
else stole it and
framed,
put
man.
it there.
Somebody framed him, but he was already planning on doing it, and someone stole his thunder.
like walking into a room planning to kill
In
someone
his
and they're
house.
already
He
dead.
had the
You're just like,
destination, but not the journey.
As the group channels their collective willpower into dispelling the curse, the amulet begins to glow with a brilliant light, its power amplifying their resolve. With a final surge of energy, they shatter the cursed amulet, releasing a burst of pure light that engulfs the chamber. Jenkins lets out a mournful wail as his ghostly form dissipates into the ether, finally finding peace after decades of torment. It's over.
Why are you out of breath?
It
The
took a
light
lot.
was really
Those
exhausting.
stairs
Surge of
took a
energy
lot
from
out of
Manor.
me.
We
Out of willpower.
Michael was southern, actually.
we did it. We did it, guys.
Yeah.
looks like we won't be needing ghost hunters anymore. There's 9 pages left of the script.
Hey, that seems like a climax, but we're barely like halfway through this.
That was the A line. We're getting to the
That
B
was-
line right now.
Yeah,
That was the mid-movie fight.
that was the prologue.
That's the climax.
This is
9
us
pages
leaving
of
the
daily
cave.
law.
Now we're
This is-
getting into it.
This is the first step of the hero's journey.
That's
Was there a
right.
mention of anything called ghost hunters before this?
I thought we
Oh,
were.
I
the
missed
ghost
that.
hunters.
Bob, where did that come from?
I
What's that
don't really
reference
think
to?
we were really hunting anything. We kind of
We're
stumbled
about to
across
find
him
out.
twice.
It was a mention to a joke he made on the van ride over here before the movie started.
I have my
There,
earphones in. I
right,
was
it's
just listening to a
implied.
podcast.
It was a
Smash Cut Guy Ritchie
callback.
style.
As the light fades, the group finds themselves standing in the now serene chamber, the curse lifted and the haunting at an end.
I guess we can add Ghostbusters to our resumes now.
Who knew
I
we had a
guess.
knack for solving supernatural mysteries?
Who knew?
With a sense of accomplishment, the group
I mean-
exits the hidden chamber.
If we didn't have a
basking
knack
in
for
the
it, why were we
newfound-
here?
Basking in the newfound peace of the once haunted manor. With the curse lifted and the haunting resolved, the group gathers in the grand foyer of the manor, their faces aglow with relief and triumph. The atmosphere is no longer filled with fear, but with a sense of camaraderie and accomplishment. I mean, right? I can't believe we actually did it. We solved the mystery of the haunted manor.
We did.
And we couldn't have done it without each other. We make a pretty good team.
Who would have thought our little adventure would turn into a full-blown ghost hunt? Oh, Christ, wait. Looks like we've got ourselves a haunted mystery, folks.
So it knew to only give catchphrases to Bob, but couldn't keep track of what his catchphraise was. But they
I think
both
that
ended
might be
with
the
folks,
secret
didn't
thing.
they?
I've had 4 lines ended the word folks.
Man, it knows your character's voice, I guess.
And I got it all on film. This is gonna make one epic documentary, guys.
Yeah.
I can already see the headlines / my new catchphrase. Local friends uncover secrets of haunted manor.
A good catchphrase.
Hopefully it's on Fox.
Yeah, otherwise I won't watch it.
And here I was
LAN or bust.
thinking, and here I was thinking we were just gonna go hunt a ghost and also have a quiet night in simultaneously somehow.
Oh boy, I guess you never know what's lurking behind the walls of old Jenkins' mansion.
But I'm glad we got to help Old Man Jenkins put Old Man Jenkins' spirit to rest. He deserves peace after all these years.
No, he doesn't. He seem like a terrible person.
Hot
So are we
youth
we're
and
just
death.
kind of like, we're kind of just circle jerking in the foyer now. Like that's
Yeah,
what
this is
this
a
whole
long
scene is.
after
I
climax.
mean, pretty much.
You know, this is the best part of the Avengers when they all sit around and talk about how cool it was when they punched
It's
them.
morbid
Remember the gyro
times.
scene? Remember the gyro scene from the
Exactly.
Avengers? Imagine that for like 30 minutes.
It's so long.
And now the manor can finally be a place of joy and celebration instead of fear and dread. I don't know. It's still kind of shitty. Like I don't know.
It's still, you know,
It's
It's
still
just
really
dusty.
use some
Yeah.
work.
Gentrified,
Oh,
guys.
Extremely
sure.
dusty.
Should probably talk to a
Dr. Boss
contractor.
for sure.
It's a love it or list it situation for sure.
It's a fixer-upper at least.
It's amazing what we can accomplish when we work together and face our fears head on. Who wants to stand around for another 20 minutes congratulating each other?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, we rule. We're awesome.
Yeah.
As they share a moment
Really
of camaraderie, a gentle breeze blows through the foyer, carrying with it a sense of renewal and hope. I mean, does it need to be said? It's a new beginning for the Haunted Manor. It's a new beginning for us.
Because there are like 10 pages left, yeah.
Question, is it
There's
is
so
it anymore?
much.
Do we
I'm
know
What
so
else is
curious
left?
where this goes next.
So is there
With-
so much more?
With a sense of closure and newfound friendship, the group bids farewell to the manor.
We were not
leaving
friends before this.
We didn't like each other before this.
No. Leaving
We're actually
behind,
contest winners.
ahead. I'm
And
sorry.
we shouldn't have a sense of closure now because there's a lot left.
yeah, there's a
Like, we
lot to
should
go.
maybe, but the audience shouldn't.
Yeah, yeah. Leaving
Don't
behind
get
the ghosts
comfortable.
of the past and embracing the future with open arms. Exterior Haunted Manor Day. Several weeks have passed since
Thank
the
you.
group solved
We
the
never
mystery
left.
of the Haunted Manor. We've just been
We slept
talking about
over.
how awesome we are for several
We've been standing outside the haunted manor this whole
Hey.
Oh,
time.
guys, it was so
Days
cool
on
when we
end.
punched that ghost.
Minnesotan goodbye.
The once foreboding mansion
Never
now
ending.
stands bathed in sunlight, its windows gleaming with newfound vitality. I guess I'm a narrator now. We have a narrator.
Wow.
The Haunted Manor had transformed from a place of fear and mystery into a symbol of friendship and triumph. But little did the group know their adventure was far from over.
Okay, here we go.
No, we know.
Interior,
No.
Michael's house, living room, day. Michael sits at his desk, flipping through old newspaper clippings and photographs from their time at the manor. A knock at the door interrupts his reverie.
Knock, knock, knock.
Sorry, I've never seen it.
Oh, so
Come
you're-
in.
Anthony enters, a mischievous grin on his face. Michael, you'll never believe what I found online. Another haunted mansion not too far from here.
We're
They say it's
obsessed.
even spookier than the last one.
We're just
We're
breaking and entering
addicted.
at this
We're
point.
addicted. Yes.
Building our own mystery and
This
culture,
feels like it
but,
should be like the
doesn't
setup
be
for a
any-
sequel. Like it ends after one or two
Yeah,
more
Like
lines
an
from
after
here.
credit scene, kind of.
But no,
Yeah.
it's just gonna be we're gonna do the
Yeah.
same thing again, huh?
But better.
Another
Spooky.
haunted mansion. Are you serious?
Dead serious. And I was thinking maybe our ghost busting days aren't just over yet.
You know what? I think you might be onto something. Let's round up the gang and check it out.
Now you're talking.
Exterior Haunted Mansion number 2, Night.
They couldn't give it a separate name.
The, the
number
group, reunited once again, stands before the imposing facade of the new haunted mansion. This one is even larger and more ominous than the last.
I'm sorry, how
Seems
weird was it
subjective.
that a voiceover just started mid-scene and then never comes back?
Just
That's beside the point. Looks like we got ourselves another mystery to solve, folks.
I love it. Classic Buel. Bob. Classic Bob.
Folks.
Can I just ask, why wasn't that one of your famous catchphrases?
Yeah.
That felt like it was a really good
Yeah.
catchphrase.
It also
It
ended
felt-
with folks.
Catchphrase worthy for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, I've got a feeling this is gonna be one for the books. That's why I brought my camera.
Well, if there are any ghosts in there, they better be ready for some top-notch ghost-busting action.
We all start high-fiving. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The ghosts are minding their own business.
Yeah.
Like, ruining their lives.
Fuck that guy.
There's no reason. Nobody lives there. There's no reason for us to be there. But anyways, we continue.
It's haunted.
With renewed determination and a sense of adventure, the group enters the haunted mansion, ready to face whatever supernatural challenges await them. The group cautiously enters into the foyer of the new haunted mansion, their flashlights casting eerie shadows on the walls. The air is thick with anticipation as they take in their surroundings. All right, everybody, stay alert. We don't know what we might encounter in here.
Let's just stick together and approach this like we did last time.
Not what we did last time. We split up last time.
We split up.
Immediately
We also
last
didn't
time.
know what. Yeah.
We were in like at least 4 or 5 groups.
Opposite.
We also
Totally
found the ghost and
inexperienced.
ignored it. So
We didn't know what a
Yeah.
basement was.
We found the
Yeah.
ghost immediately and then did
Last time.
something else.
Yeah. They begin to explore the mansion. Each step, I bet we don't split up. I don't know, but like I bet that it's wrong, and we don't do what we did last time. Each step echoing
It
through.
said, let's stick together
the-
like we did last time, but we
Oh
didn't.
yeah, we didn't. Okay.
That's
each-
what I'm saying.
Each step echoing through the cavernous halls. As they navigate through dusty corridors and dimly lit rooms, they encounter strange phenomena. Creaking floorboards, flickering lights, and mysterious whispers. The first two are not strange in an old mansion. That's normal.
No. I mean, I guess it's a little strange that the lights work at all.
Yeah, that's weirder.
PSE&G should have shut this down.
It's abandoned.
Looks like we got ourselves
Wasting
another
electricity.
haunted adventure, folks. Let's dive into the deep end of fear, folks.
That first
the
line
first
is
one.
It is
just
the
other-
first
They
one.
repeat
I'm
it.
feeling
Yes.
things.
The first one.
Full
that's a callback.
circle.
Callback.
Yeah.
It's like
It
you
did
always
remember
That
say.
was one of your catchphrases.
You
We
just
all-
pulled
we
a
all
catchphrase
high-five
combo.
I love when Bob says, "Let's dive into the deep end of fear, folks."
Just imagine
I'm
this
filming
playing out
so
on
this
screen,
is gonna make
though.
one heck of a documentary.
Bob has 2 lines in a row that both folks in the same scene. Just imagine that on screen.
Well, no, see, the second one, he turns his head and then there's a zoom in on his face.
Yeah, he looks into the
Yeah,
camera.
exactly.
Yeah.
Jim from The Office. I just looked directly into the camera.
This is like my 5th line, and it's the 4th time I've been like told jokingly. It's too much scene
You're
direction.
just a goofy dude.
I'm a little stinker.
Goofy little guy.
Maybe we'll even get our own TV show out of this.
Can't the documentary be the TV show?
Oh, shit.
Why do we need
You're
filming?
thinking,
This is
man.
awesome.
You're
This is
talking.
awesome.
We're filming
You gotta
it right
get
now.
double fees, Curbature. You gotta get 1 fee for the fake one and 1 fee for the real one.
You got to diversify
True.
the funds.
True.
You got
That's
to.
true.
As they delve deeper into the mansion, they uncover clues and unravel the dark history that shrouds the estate. But the more they uncover, the more
Estate?
ominous the atmosphere becomes.
I've got a bad feeling about this, guys.
Okay, we need to stay focused and stick together, just like last time. We can't let fear get the best of us.
Suddenly, they hear a blood-curdling scream echoing through the mansion, sending chills down their spines.
What was that?
We're not alone in here.
with a renewed...
No, we have each other.
Yeah, there's 10 of us.
Not when we have
A lot of
Christ
us
on
in
our
here.
side. Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
With a renewed sense of urgency, the group presses on, determined to uncover the truth behind the haunting of the mansion and confront whatever malevolent force lurks within.
It's crazy to be a Christian ghost hunter. Can't stop thinking about Bob saying Jesus was by our side.
Yeah.
How do
I
you
mean, I
know
was
which
gonna say,
ghosts
no,
are
God's
holy
up
or
there.
not?
Sometimes you got to punish a few angels to get rid of all the devils.
Nice. Nice. The group, undeterred by the chilling scream echoing through the mansion, continues their investigation into the depths of the haunted estate. They navigate through dimly lit corridors and shadowy rooms, their nerves on edge as they search for clues, edging as they search for clues. Keep your eyes peeled, everyone. We need to stay alert.
Whatever's haunting this place, it's not gonna make it easy for us.
They explore the room. They explore room after room, encountering supernatural phenomena at every turn, objects moving on their own, eerie whispers in the darkness, and inexplicable cold spots.
I think that's just an insulation issue.
Looks like
HVAC.
looks like we've stumbled upon a real-life haunted house of horrors, folks. And then I have another goddamn catchphrase. Looks like we've stumbled upon a real-life haunted house of horrors, folks. Looks like we're... Damn it. It's such poor writing.
Easily makes you seem like the guy no one else in the group likes.
What if we kind of interlace the catchphrase?
Looks like we've stumbled. We're in for real life a haunted spooky house surprise of folks horrors, folks.
You
And that's
Yes,
why he's
you
called
love
one
it. You
take
got
two.
it.
And
I
that's
think
why
that's
he's
it.
called one
And
take
That's-
two.
cut the
that's
commercial.
the movie
Do that to
magic right
camera,
there.
So if you could do that to camera, that would be great.
I think Bob's having a stroke.
I'm bleeding from the nose, guys. I'm bleeding from the nose. Hold on.
Cleaning my camera lens. This footage is gonna blow people's fucking minds.
We're gonna get a documentary and a TV show.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm starting to think we might be in over our heads.
We can't let our fear control us. We have to keep pushing forward.
As they delve deeper into the mansion, they come across a locked door at the end of a dark hallway. A door that seems to emanate a malevolent energy.
I got a bad feeling about that door.
There's something off about it.
Maybe that's where we'll find the answers we're looking for. Vote to this mansion and to the 2020 election.
With trepidation, they unlock the door and step into the room beyond. What they find inside sends shivers down their spines, a room filled with arcane symbols and mysterious artifacts, surrounded by an otherworldly glow.
Oh, what is this place? Feels like when I walked into the Senate chamber on January 6th.
Before they can investigate further, the door slams shut behind them, trapping them inside the room. The temperature drops drastically and they feel a malevolent presence lurking in the shadows.
That was the bad feeling I had about the door.
We need to find a way
That was
out
the
of
bad
here
feeling.
now! With mounting fear and determination, the group searches for an escape route, unaware of the true horror that awaits them in the depths of the haunted mansion. Interior
Didn't
haunted
wanna do an
mansion
escape
number
room,
2.
guys.
Ancient room night.
Nights.
The group frantically searches for an exit in the eerie room filled with arcane symbols and mysterious artifacts. But their efforts are in vain as the malevolent presence intensifies, suffocating them with fear. There has to be a way out of here.
Keep looking. We can't let whatever's in here get the better of us.
As they scramble to find an escape route, a sinister laughter echoes through the room, freezing them in their tracks.
What? What the fuck was that?
I don't like this. Something's not right. I have a bad feeling about that laugh.
I
Suddenly,
don't like it.
a dark energy envelops one of the group members, twisting their features into a malevolent sneer.
You fools! You thought you could outsmart me? Yes. Looks like the joke's on you folks.
Oh my god.
No
he's so
wonder your
possessed they
catchphrases are
even
so
changed his
inconsistent.
Still
catchphrase.
hitting those catchphrases. Though.
Yeah, so you have a catchphrase when you're possessed.
Bob, what's happened to you?
I've embraced the darkness, my friend. And now you will all serve, well, me.
Well,
The group watches in horror as Bob, once their friend, is consumed by the malevolent force within the mansion, turning against them with newfound power.
We have to stop the steal of Bob's personality before it's too late.
Stop the steal! Stop the steal!
Steal.
The steal!
Oh shit.
I'll capture everything on camera. Maybe we can use it as evidence.
Are we putting him away?
Evidence
for
of voter
what?
fraud.
I think I'm an allegory for Hillary Clinton or something. I'm not positive.
Let's do this together, folks. Now, folks, it's my thing.
Also, did we just
forfeited that.
totally turn? Like, we're not gonna.
Instantly on Bob.
Yeah, we're done.
Well, I mean,
we're
letting
abandoning
Big
Bob.
Irish steal Big Irish's catchphrase thing, so I think we've kind of completely left it to the wayside.
Yeah, we've moved past.
Yeah,
Uh,
I mean, we move on
Cauterizing.
quickly from friends, but not from election interference, and that's why
I'm
we're
Big
still
Irish
exploring
as an
this
industry.
mansion.
Yeah. We will say this takes place in 2029, so it's
Right.
really
Still not over it?
like
It's a
all right.
wasteland outside.
Yeah.
The truth takes a long time to really digest, Daddy. So
Yeah. The group rallies together, facing their former friend turned foe in a battle of wills and strength. I guess we're skipping it because later
In parentheses.
the mansion trembles as the group's epic struggle comes to a climax.
No.
Yeah.
So are we just punching Bob? Like, what are we doing?
Bob.
Skipped over.
We finally stopped
With a-
edging,
it
and now
was
we can climb at
Full Dragon Ball Z fight.
We have energy
in
powers
this
now.
mansion.
it. You had to be there.
With
I
the
mean,
But
final
we're just cutting past it.
Yeah,
With a
it's
final-
like Goku
You just had
turns
to be
Super
there.
Saiyan
Yeah.
and then chop cut to Frieza dead.
Yes, that's exactly what this is. With a final
Something-
burst of energy, they
None of it.
manage to overpower Bob, freeing him from the grip of the malevolent force. And I don't love that I had to say overpower Bob and grip in the same sentence.
I feel so edged. What happened?
Bob, you're not going to believe this, but you were consumed by the darkness of this place, Bob. But we saved you.
You went woke.
You said
now
women
we-
deserve to have rights.
Yeah,
Get up
and we
to
had to
broken.
put a stop to
How
that.
fucking
You
dare
said
you?
that the 2020 election it may not be unquestionable, you know. So
No,
It was on,
I,
yeah.
I don't know what to say. Thank you, all of you.
As Bob rejoins the group, they share a moment of relief and solidarity, their friendship stronger than ever. Let's get out of here together. Exterior Haunted Mansion number 2, day. Epilogue. The sun rises over the horizon, casting a warm glow upon the once haunted mansion. The group stands outside, the ordeal behind them, but the memories forever etched in their minds. The narrator again.
Why do we have a narrator?
The group emerged from the haunted mansion, forever changed by their harrowing experience. But in the end, they emerged stronger, their bonds of friendship tested, but unbroken.
You know, I think we've had our fill of haunted mansions, at least for a while.
Agreed. I'm ready for some peace and quiet.
I'm just glad we all made it out in one piece.
As they bid farewell to the haunted mansion, the group shares a moment of camaraderie, their shared adventure bringing them closer together than ever before. You know what, guys? I'm going to take one good look back at this old mansion. Farewell, old friend. May you find peace at last.
We're in there for a couple of hours tops.
Went in there,
Old friend.
Fast friend.
beat the shit out of Bob, and
Oh,
came out.
yeah, for the record, he did nothing to the mansion. Like, we went in there, beat me
We
up, and then
ruptured
left.
Bob's
He left Bob
so far.
behind. That's the old friend that we're saying farewell to. We're leaving him in there.
The only thing the mansion did was turn Bob evil. It's our friend now.
With a
Beat
sense
me
of
up.
closure.
Edged me and then stole my wallet.
Also stole your catchphrases.
Yeah, I can't use the word
He
folks
has nothing
anymore.
left at this
And we
point.
kind of
Time for
mugged
our
you in a
Irish
way.
goodbye.
We jumped and mugged
Big Irish
Bob.
goodbye.
With a sense of closure and newfound strength, the group departs, leaving the haunted mansion behind them, but the memories of their adventure forever imprinted on their hearts. And scene.
That's all, folks.
So we can
That's
actually
a scene?
haunted mansion.
And that was one
Yeah.
scene. So
That was
Cody did-
one
Scene.
scene that we did.
Scene.
Michael, what
Sort
the
of
fuck was your
mono
prompt that led to all of this?
I think
Yeah,
at
I'm
the end of the
curious about the
day,
prompt.
I think at
My
the end of the day, we
prompts?
did find out who haunted Manor.
Shit,
That's
who did
exactly
all
right.
that? That's crazy.
Okay, so my prompt, shoot, let me pull
Let's
it
get
up
the
here.
prompt reveal.
Yep.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Please write Act 1 of a 10-act screenplay for a scary whodunit with a lot of comedy. Please include these characters: Michael, Anthony, Bob, Austin, Conor, Curbature, Fancy, Jenna, Mo, Pete, and Damien. Give Bob a catchphrase
knew
that
it.
he uses
I
often.
knew it.
Okay.
Bob's catchphrase.
And then
He's
Let alone
always funny.
5 catchphrases.
I only had one more interference in how the story would lay out, and that is at the end I said write the final act with an epilogue and have one of the characters turn evil. I didn't know
Okay.
who it would be.
So
didn't know
Bob got
exactly what,
lucky.
but
I got
yeah,
the
it ended up being
catchphrases
Bob.
and the evil one.
Yep.
Dealt a big hand here.
So this
you
is
know?
Act 1 of a 10-act story?
No, oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. So I would say
What did
write
you
Act
do
1,
on
and then it would
Mansion?
write Act 1, and then I'd say write Act 2, write Act 3, and I had
So
to
you
have
can
it
get the
do it.
full.
So I had to do the full thing.
Oh. Is that why
So-
we kept getting the interior whatever night,
Yeah,
even
I
though we were in the
tried
same
to-
scene?
So, and I tried to do a little bit of editing so that, you know, it didn't have my right acts and such in between it. And I tried to get rid of those because those are how every single act started. But I definitely missed some because I was trying to also not read what was happening in the
Right.
thing. So,
There, there.
but we got there. We got there. Just a few instances of getting an interior direction of a place we are already in.
I
Yeah.
mean, you can never have too much direction, right? That's what people
That's
love. They
true.
love
That's
when the
true. That's
director
what
just
people are always
constantly
saying.
reminds them what they need to do.
Yeah, I think if
Yeah.
you spend too much time in one location, people kind of forget what that location is.
My
So when I'm on the
suggestion-
plane,
My suggestion when you do the iPodcat 2 Age of Ultron
Yeah.
is to include like maybe some characteristics for each of us.
Yeah, that's a good
So-
idea.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah,
good
yeah.
idea.
I like
Yeah.
that I was the camera guy. I think
I was going
everybody
to
else
say,
had a-
it did keep track of Austin being the cameraman.
It did.
Like the
Mike-
whole way
It did.
I
through.
like that a lot.
My character
Um,
was just like, "What's that? What is this?"
It made me
Curbature
laugh so
was
fucking
kind of
hard.
Baby.
It was,
really.
yeah,
Yeah, what was
it was
that
pretty
voice?
baby.
Hmm?
I laughed super hard in the beginning because Jenna's first line was, "Who's this?" And I was like, wouldn't it be funny as shit if that was the only line she had?
Michael,
Yep.
I actually scrolled all the way through to count Jenna's lines. I was like, oh, thank God, she's got more lines than
Yeah,
that.
it's not
I didn't
just the
see
one.
her
I
for
was
2
like-
pages. I was like,
Our-
fuck, we're gonna be. We dented the glass ceiling
We're
just
close.
tiny, tiny bit.
barely. We have
That's
her on
it.
here just for clout. Like we're not. Yeah.
We got a woman here.
It also was kind of so. One thing I did is I tried to bold, so I would just search for the names and then just bold them, and it would tell me how many replacements or how many times it bolded it. And like,
Yeah.
Anthony, myself, and Bob were between like 27 and 30. Everybody else was like 11. So I was like, so
Yeah.
there's clearly like
Yeah.
ChatGPT was like, I definitely have the main.
I feel
Playing
like it
favorites.
grabbed the first 3 names you gave it, and they're like, okay, let's run with it.
Yeah, that's
Like,
exactly what it did
Uh,
for sure.
I got to throw in another
But
name. real quick.
exactly 11 mentions. Yeah.
So since we're all about wokeness here, and let's overcorrect again, I think. Jenna, what was your favorite part of the story? If you remember the absolute fucking incoherent.
That was a trip.
It was, yeah.
Anything. My favorite part was, that I just, didn't know what was going on and I let the men lead.
Awesome. A stellar image for us to
Bechdel
have.
would be proud.
Thank you for that, Jenna.
Donald would be proud.
Yes.
And really, that's the theme of the movie Barbie. That's what I got out of it, at least, right?
Yeah, this is
Right.
for the dawn, if you will.
And barbarian.
And barbarian.
Barbarian.
Golly, Anthony. I don't know. I feel like it'd be really, really long if we went through every single person's favorite
Well, I don't know.
part of
I
this episode.
mine will be quick. My personal favorite
yeah.
part of this whole story was getting the truth about the 2020 election out there, because I feel like there's
Yeah.
not a lot of coverage on that
Mhm.
anymore. I feel like we've kind of slept and forgotten about it.
That's true. That's entirely true. Damien, favorite part.
I mean, you gotta love walking into a room to see a ghost playing the piano and just completely ignoring
Just
it.
not giving a shit.
Like,
Not
let's look
giving
at
a
these
shit.
other
Non-plus
clues
people
that
really
are in the
tough.
same room as the ghost playing the piano right in front of us.
Yeah.
Who cares about that?
Crazy.
Fancy. What did you
I-
fancy?
I fancied, I thought Bob's last catchphrase was kind of epic, where he turns to us and says, looks like the joke's on you, folks.
That was fucking
I
awesome.
mean,
So good.
That was
Yeah.
so good.
You guys can't seal it, but I shit my pants out of fear when he said that to me.
Hell yeah.
I can't go to the theater anymore.
Yes, that was amazing. Connor, Big Irish, number 1.
I just have to choose between all of Bob's catchphrases. Just delivered with such oomph.
Yes,
Such
they were
such
beautiful.
conviction.
And I loved how they were almost never the same one. It should.
Yeah.
They all
There
ended
was
in
only one that
folks.
repeated.
You
Only
they were-
really, really
And they
like
all
to
came
say
after
folks.
another line of his.
Well, maybe we were doing it
Yeah.
wrong. Maybe
Every
Bob
single
was
one.
supposed to say the most current catchphrase after every line he normally says. Like, it was just reminding us, like, his current catchphrase is this. You should be repeating it.
Oh, that's probably
Like a
it.
tool tip in like
My
a video game
God.
loading screen.
Right.
Mo Pete is
Forget.
fucking livid that we haven't gotten to his favorite part yet. So go ahead, Mo Pete.
I
Do
have
it.
a neutral, if not placid, facial expression right now. Well, besides from the obvious 2020 election awareness, hashtag red wave, I'd say my favorite little touch of the script was how the second mansion was written as slightly bigger and scarier than the first mansion.
It
So
was
it's
Gotta
like
up
this-
the ante.
Yeah, serial
second
escalation
half.
in one movie. What's supposed to be one movie? I like it.
Bob, Big Irish number 2.
Two real quick ones. The title "Who Haunted Manor" is just perfect.
Golden.
And then very
Grammar
early
otherwise
on,
is fine, but
yeah,
Haunted
honestly.
Manor.
And then very early on, Anthony had a line, and I went to find it because it really made me laugh, where it just was, "Is that?" and then ... the ellipses. But he took like 20 seconds to get to
That
the
was
second part of the line.
Blood.
Really funny. Really, really good.
Thank you.
Kept us on our toes with
Solid,
that one.
solid delivery.
I wanted to make sure I had your attention in case you missed it.
Yeah, but you got it, man. You got it. You delivered. Speaking of delivering, Austin.
Honestly, I don't want to sound selfish, but that Austin guy is pretty fucking cool.
He really
Pretty
stole the
cool.
show, yeah.
Pretty cool behind the camera. Everyone remembers the camera.
I wish
guy.
I had a
making the
camera.
You know, in the
documentaries.
sequel, he's not going to be there because he's going to be in the editing bay. He's going to be in the editing bay.
He'll have
Yeah.
a cameo
Well-
of us like checking in on him, and he'll be like just swamped with editing, and then
I
that's
got to
it.
finish the coloring.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, Austin's documentaries are the closest thing we get to an explanation of why we're doing this. That's the only thing that's really coming out of it.
Did it say
Oh,
why
I
you
don't
were
even-
there in the first place?
I don't
Michael,
think
I
so.
thought that your character had
Grow
bought the
closer as
mansion.
friends.
I mean, some friends get together and watch football. We, I guess, break it into mansions.
It literally,
So,
yeah.
Just
The-
little
in the
D&D
very
between friends.
in the very beginning, it describes the eerie glow and all that, and where we are in the haunted manor. And the first line is me saying, "Guys, are we sure about this? This place gives me the creeps."
Yeah.
And Anthony says, "We agreed to spend the night here to prove there's nothing to be afraid of."
Oh.
We lost that
So
message
they're really
pretty
just
quickly.
mainly
Yeah,
it was
there.
about
that was
That got lost
totally
in the
like
sauce.
because then it was about proving Old Man Jenkins' innocence and then uncorrupting the amulet he stole and then
Which he
killing
absolutely stole.
He did not steal
Definitely
it. He's innocent.
Yeah, he was falsely accused of
Someone
stealing it, but he
framed him.
had
Stop
it.
the
That was
steal.
another
He
favorite
stopped
line.
the steal.
free Old Man Jenkins. We should. that's
Someone
a
framed him
t-shirt.
and put it in his own house.
That's
Probably
the merch.
Antifa. I mean, let's be real.
Probably,
We have-
yeah.
Anthony,
Yeah.
we've got to release the merch of Free Old Man Jenkins, or Stop the Steal.
No.
That
With an
was
amulet on it.
dirty.
Yeah.
With an amulet.
Also,
I love
Austin
shirts.
was like, his big thing was like, we need to record it for evidence. And all the evidence he got is us just like beating the shit out of Buel.
Yeah. Look at all this
We need to
evidence of
record this
We have
the
salted
supernatural.
Bob.
to defend ourselves.
Punching
It's
Bob in the
9
gut.
on 1. We really
In
shouldn't
case he
have
takes us to
documented
court.
footage of this. Yeah. No. Here's our defense. See, he was evil. So we
Yeah.
had to just kick
He
the
said the
shit
gun
out
I
of
have
him.
on
until
I have
he-
definitive
And then
proof of the
call us
supernatural,
Bob.
and it's just all of us punching Bob in the gut.
Yeah, we know he was evil because he said something vaguely evil.
Yeah.
Then he
said
said
the joke's on
you,
us,
folks.
and I don't
Yeah.
take kindly to that
That's right.
shit. I don't take kindly to that
Yeah.
joke's
No,
on
no,
you
Bob,
shit.
and
Joke's
that's
on
not
us,
Bob.
huh? We'll see about that.
I actively didn't do anything to you guys.
Jenna, we of course let you go first. With your part there. So Curbature, what was your favorite part of the
Well,
Shabazz
my
Award?
favorite part that hasn't been taken yet, technically, is when Bob said a line and then immediately after that said a catchphrase that was the exact same line to
Yeah,
camera.
that's awesome. and then you back and forth it, which was pretty impressive.
That was pretty
Oh,
nice,
yeah.
yeah.
Pretty damn impressive.
My favorite
if
part
I
was when
do
Bob
say
had a
so
stroke.
myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, we dove into the deep end of fear, folks. You know, what can I say?
Bob
At the
stroke
very
was-
least, we can say that.
I'll agree.
I will say I think my favorite part is, aside from the catchphrases that always crack me up, it definitely was done halfway through and then just wasn't.
Yeah.
It said he got closure.
It was like, this is a good
Actually-
ending. Like, we've been just standing around patting our own backs for a while,
Yeah.
but it's
that was
not
the best part of the
done.
movie.
It was the best part of the movie. Like, we
I mean,
we
we're
still have a
just, like-
ways to go.
Like, it's one thing to have an extended epilogue of us just like feeling good about our victory, but when that's not even the end and we're just like wasting time even getting to the second half,
Yeah.
why are we still talking about this?
It was the
40%
thing
of
where,
the
like,
script.
Old Man Jenkins had possessed Bob, and then I was like, oh, and he was like pushing us to do this second thing, and then that could have been like, oh, might actually be going somewhere. But no, just two completely
at all.
separate occurrences.
Yeah, we also, all we did was free Bob, maybe, and that's it. We were just, and Bob was like, whoa, what happened? And then we left. And we were like, I guess fuck whatever was going on in the mansion. We're not
Also-
gonna
Fuck
play.
that
We
place. The
don't-
laughter
I
was
don't-
scary.
Yeah.
Also, we
Like,
don't even
beyond
know
our pay
how
grade.
that happened. Like,
No.
literally,
Yeah.
literally,
The
it was
fight
all
is off
explained
camera.
with
It says-
parentheses later.
Yeah, it says the mansion.
Power of Christ.
The mansion
revealed him.
trembles as the
Yes.
group's epic struggle comes to a climax, which makes me think this is just an exterior shot of the house shaking as we do this fight.
That's where
It's a
Grimace
rain.
and Bob for
Yeah.
beating up Bob.
It was
Yeah.
it was an orgy. The climax we're talking about was a different kind of climax, and we had an orgy, and Bob was kind of the centerpiece of said orgy.
Yeah, I was the turkey at the center of
time for
this
plugs, right?
buffet.
You did have an apple in your mouth. That's what
Like a turkey.
a big
Plugs, right?
Like a turkey.
Like
yeah.
a
Okay.
turkey.
Yeah, so let's do some plugs here. We'll rattle them off. Conor, fast, right? We got a lot of people to get through. So
Yeah,
let's
I will
kind of
plug. I
think
will
about
actually
it.
plug fast.
Let's get through
So it's
these plugs and not
it's-
take time. Let's just
I will
kind
plug
of
the
keep
fast
it
after
Connor, you're
that,
on time.
remembering
Whenever
the
you're ready,
symptoms
Connor.
of a
got it.
stroke.
Great. So
We have
thanks
face.
so much,
Yeah,
Connor.
like-
You have to keep an eye on the face. You need to keep an eye on
Anyways.
the arms. So the face starts to droop. You need to keep those two arms. You need to keep them elevated. If the speech starts to slur, if they have any of those symptoms,
Fuck,
then
are
it's
we
time to
talking
call
about-
emergency
A
service.
stroke.
That's
Okay.
exactly right.
Good shit. That was okay. Good information. That
He did
I
go
talked
through that
about.
pretty quick, and it does save lives as a stroke survivor.
Yeah. All right. Damien, any plugs?
You know, I think the important thing is just that the audience now understands why you introduced me as a mailman. That's fully been explained, and I will be delivering your mail soon.
Yes. Good. Fancy.
I guess you could go listen to my podcast, Buried Gems, that hasn't been updated in 2-3 years, but Bob's on one of them. So yeah, maybe go listen to that. Maybe we'll update it eventually. I don't know. Don't ask. Maybe.
Nice. Mo Pete?
You can see me on the front lines trying to save our democracy. No, I'm kidding. You can follow me on Twitter at MoPete, MoPete tweets. Follow me on Instagram at MoPete0 instead of the O. You can follow my show at the MoPete Report on both Twitter and Instagram. Check out our previous episode, which I guess at the time of release of this episode will be our most recent episode, and it'll feature Daddy Eback, is what I'm trying to say.
That's right.
Also, look for Anthony to be on the show and hopefully more people to guest soon. That's it.
Wow.
Bob Buel. Big Irish Bob Buel.
I really need to shed that nickname. Well, first off, thank you for having me. This was an absolute pleasure. But yeah, if anyone wants to follow me on Twitter, it's Bob B backwards, of phrasing that I didn't think I would have to say out loud, but it's B-O-B, the letter B, B-A-C-K-W-A-R-D-S, not like B-E or B-E-E, Bob
Or
B
B.
backwards. 3 B's in between vowels. If you got it, you got it. Or 99 Questions Pod. I have a podcast, 99 Questions, where I interview people, the same set of questions, and it's lovely and it's great. And I'm almost hitting episode 99, where I'm going to be interviewed. And I got a special guest host for that, and it's super fun. And we've had people on, and Anthony and Michael have been on a previous episode, the game show episode, the Bewlywed game. I've had on Jeffrey James. I've had on Riley Anspaugh. Ryan Gall is going to be on a very forthcoming future episode. Mace from WWE was on a recent episode.
Hey, yo!
Nice.
Yeah, a whole bunch of people.
Oh,
Look it up. Podcasts.
The
If you-
podcast has been known to get people laid too.
Yes. Oh yeah, dude.
That's
I have 2
true.
kids since this podcast started.
Just listening to it.
Welcome.
I will say too, with Mo Pete and the Mo Pete report, and with 99 Questions, if you look on the description of every single one of our episodes, we have a check out our friends little tab there, and you will find links to both of their shows in there. So check out our friends Mo Pete and Bob Buel. Some super fun podcasts that I do listen to as well, so they're fun. Austin, any plugs?
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting back into streaming on Twitch. Tekken 8 just came out, and I'm in love. So, catch me maybe on Twitch at Not Like Texas TV. And I think I'm that on socials as well, except for Instagram, which is butt McFart.
Right.
Nice.
Nice.
It's real
Classic.
mature.
It's so
Classic.
mature.
I've had it for 10 years.
Hell yeah, dude. I love it. Jenna, any plugs?
I'm Littlest Jenna, so LittleestJenna on most social medias, as far as I'm aware.
Absolutely. And again, this is a monumental episode because you definitely want to go out and follow the very first official female guest on.
All right, guys, I'm going back to the kitchen. I'll see you later.
No, don't do it to us, Jenna. We're too fragile for that. Curbature of the earth.
Well, I'd love to plug my podcast. Not sure why that's not in the description. I'm kidding, but nothing to plug right now. Hopefully, more to plug in the future. But right now, I'm a college student with no time, so I need to get that done as soon as possible. I'd love to plug the Amazon Alexa and AI chatbot episodes of 99 Podcasts because those are really good.
Oh, they're so good.
I'd love to plug the M&A's Excellent Adventures podcast. I don't know if you've heard of it, but I was recently a guest on there. Yeah.
So recent.
Yeah, this has been really fun. Would love to do it again. Nothing to plug right now, but yeah.
Curb, as a recent college grad myself, I just want to say it'll all be over soon.
I just want to say
this is my last
you
semester.
should have dropped out.
That sounds
I
like
should have. I don't know. I'm also a computer science major, which means even less time.
Ooh,
Yeah.
That's my last semester, so
I did the
hopefully,
same.
hopefully.
Anthony, do you want to slap our ass with the end like plugs and such?
Make sure to check us out on anywhere you can find podcasts. If you love this episode, awesome. Leave a comment and smash that like button. But more importantly, email us at michaelandanthonyadventures at gmail.com. That would be great. If you want to submit your own premise. Otherwise, if you want to send us hate mail, we also accept that at michaelandanthonyadventures at gmail.com. And I love that just a little bit more. So with that being said, Michael, anything else before we wrap up?
Just make sure to like us on all the things: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and especially check out YouTube. This episode for sure, with so many people and faces, it'll be fun to put faces to the name. And we put a little bit more effort into our video editing, so you're going to get just a little bit more out of our show on YouTube. That's about it. I think all I got.
That's pretty much it. So thank you very much, everybody, for listening and watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Kisses.
Bye.
The group, undeterred by the ominous
Sorry, where are
warning
we?
of Old Man Jenkins. We're in the hidden chamber still.
At night?
At night, we're still there.
Interior haunted
Yeah,
manor.
Hidden chamber, at night.
At night.
We're in the
Sorry, if you
exact
could just-
same place.
sorry.
We haven't left.
Well, I mean, but
We haven't
jump
moved.
cut.
Sorry, if you could just read the stage or the.
Of course, I'm
whatever
sorry,
they
I'm
call it,
sorry, I'm
yeah.
sorry. Well, let's
Sorry,
rewind it.
I'm really
In-
confused right now.
Interior haunted manor, hidden chamber, night. We're in the same
Got it.
spot.
All right.
Well, it's a jump cut,
Yeah.
guys. Like
It's
it's,
a
a really
jump
harsh
cut,
jump
yeah.
cut.
Is it maybe a time
It's
skip?
like
I think a
yeah,
few
time
moments
skip.
have like
I
we're
think
Like we sit for a week without
Nothing's-
saying anything?
yeah, nothing's been done
Our
or
hair-
said since
everyone's hair is
all
said
different.
my line.
But I do
But
thank
there
you
is
for
a
that because
time skip.
now I think I can really embody curvature in my
Thank
mind.
you. I'm
Thank
so
you.
sorry that I did that to you.
It was a commercial break.
Yeah.
I
The
like to think
group-
it's a George Lucas-esque circle wipe. Like,
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
The same scene.
It's the same shot,
It's
even.
the same shot. It's just,
Yeah,
a
just a
wipe.
circle that goes out.
PowerPoint
We're all on the
slide
same march as
transition.
well.